welcome to Extension Network. Welcome to our Holiday Inspiration Day with Cobb County Extension. I am Kimberly Taylor, Cobb County 4-H agent, and this morning we have a few of our 4-H or a few of our Extension staff employees here sharing with you some of the holiday inspirational items that would be easy to make, easy for you all to give as gifts. This morning we have Miss Amy Whitney, who is our urban agriculture and horticulture program assistant. And today she has a wonderful, wonderful gift idea for you all. It's easy to do, easy to make. She's recycling greeting cards into gift cards. So Miss Amy, tell us, how did you come up with this wonderful idea?
Well, this this idea is actually perfect for me because it's about recycling.
Okay.
And as a horticulture person and as an extension employee, like, we're all about conserving natural resources.
Yes.
And a long, long time ago, galaxy far, far away, I had some beautiful greeting cards that I didn't want to toss, that people had given me, and or that I had bought, a box of 36 and only gave away 32.
Right.
And I didn't know what to do with them, but I saw a magazine article about making gift boxes, little tiny gift boxes, out of card paper, tag board, construction paper, different kinds of paper. And I thought, well, I could do that with greeting cards. And it's great for me because I'm not artistic. And so if I use a card that somebody else made, then somebody else already made it beautiful and I don't have to, because it's already beautiful.
Wow.
And so it was an easy pattern. And I cut it out of the magazine, and it looks like this. Okay. And that's the shape you have to do. And so the lines inside that are drawn are fold lines. And you might be thinking, how do you fold that curvy thing? But it turns out it's a lot easier than you would think. And so when you're using a pattern like this, it's a lot easier if it's actually cardboard.
Okay.
Because you're going to trace around it over and over and over again.
Yes.
And so I recycled again because I have a bunch of these boxes. Everybody does, I'm sure. That you have.
Those are the gift boxes.
Yeah, well, the box that you only have one half of that works and the other half is missing or torn or damaged. And so I use these to cut patterns out of.
Okay.
More recycling. And so this is one of those. And I've labeled the front. And I also cut out the inside, these curved lines, another one just like it, this way.
Wonderful.
So they match.
Okay.
And you put that over your card. And I brought some to show you, like, they're not the same size as the gift card. So if you had a card with this red suited guy on it, you would only end up with like this much of the picture making it onto your box.
Right.
But and so you have to kind of think about, when you're choosing cards, what's going to work. Some of them will work better than others. This one will work great. But one like this with a frame around it, maybe not so great.
So why so?
Because you're going to lose part of it. When you put this pattern around it, you can see that a bunch of that frame is going to disappear.
And you won't see the complete image.
And you won't have the whole image, or you won't even have the best part of the image.
Yeah.
So everything has to be kind of closer to the fold. Okay. But you can use that fold. That's one more line you don't have to worry about yourself. Because you can see that, like, there's a fold line here.
Yes.
But you don't have to fold that yourself. The card company already made that fold,
Wonderful.
Which is totally awesome. So you just take your piece of your card like this and trace your pattern inside of it, making sure that the front side is the front. And then after you trace the outside, you trace the inside. Go ahead and trace those lines. But the trick, and this is the trick for that curved line, is that I use a number 5 crochet hook to, instead of using a pencil, you score that line with your curve like that. And that's going to make the fold. And so I have already done that for this one. And so you don't have to worry about this fold. You just fold that flap over to make that other fold. But then those curved scoring marks that you made, you just push down and it makes the fold. Wonderful. And so all these other boxes are already, like this one's, you just push those flaps down and it makes the little box. And it's super cute
Wonderful.
and perfect for small gifts.
Exactly. Well, Miss Amy, I thank you so much for sharing this wonderful idea with us. So let me ask you something real quick. If a customer or someone that's out there in TV land would like to get a template of your pattern, would you be interested in sharing that?
Oh yeah, I can pop that into the mail. I have made some copies and some written instructions for people who'd like to try it themselves.
Wonderful. Well, I will never look at a greeting card the same. And those old greeting cards that I do have, I may need to go home and practice this because these are great holiday gifts. In addition to the gift inside, the box is great. One of those personal homemade gifts that's always great to give as gifts. Thank you so much, Miss Amy. I greatly appreciate it.
You're
All
welcome.
right. So we're going to come back with some more presentations from the Cobb County Extension employees.
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Hi, welcome back to Cobb Extension Network. I am Kimberly Taylor, the Cobb County 4-H agent, and I have a special guest with me this morning, Miss Renee Lemons, who is also our Master Gardener Coordinator. Miss Renee, I see a lot of denim on this table.
Yes.
So could you please share with the audience what you have going on this morning?
Sure. It started out with this, which my 20-year-old son made when he was in 2nd grade. It is a coat hanger that has been formed into a circle, like this. And then his class took fabric and just simply tied ribbon, and it created this adorable little holiday wreath. So I changed it up a little bit to do a denim wreath. And that way the wreath can be used for every season. This, as you can see, has things on it that we did for a class for Thanksgiving, but it can easily be changed just by removing the ribbon, adding different ribbon, and you've made it into something else. For instance, if you want to make this more of a fancy wreath, a little shabby chic, you can put a gold ribbon over the loop, and then you can clip a poinsettia burlap like that. You also can make it a little more rustic with, for instance, I have this ornament, which is a snowman with this felt ribbon. Then when Valentine's Day comes around, you can make a ribbon out of the red and the white. Then you can go to St. Patrick's Day. Then when Memorial Day comes around, you can put this with the big red ribbon. And so this can hang on your garage door or maybe on your child's bedroom door. And it can be used all year. You don't need to sew. All you need is a coat hanger, a pair of blue jeans. I have 4 sons, so I have lots of old blue jeans.
Okay.
This I cut here, and you just cut strips
Now,
and
Miss
tie them.
I have a question, Miss Renee.
Sure.
The number of pants that you use to make one wreath, what would you estimate it would be?
I have done this much with 1 pair of jeans.
Okay.
So I would say 2 pair of jeans, kids' jeans, you
Yes.
know, teenage boys.
Wonderful.
So for regular fabric, you would just cut maybe a 6-inch strip that's about 1 inch. With blue jeans, however, when you go to just simply tie it around the hanger, it makes a really thick knot.
Okay.
So you want to make your strip, if you're going to do blue jeans, you're going to fold it and cut these little notches out. So this part will make the knot on your wreath. And so this wreath can be used all year, just depending on how you decorate it.
Oh, wow. Miss Renee, this is so wonderful. What a neat, easy idea that I think even young people can make. Our children could possibly assist you.
Second grader.
Exactly.
Second grader.
Well, I want to thank you, Miss Renee Lemon, our Master Gardener Coordinator, for sharing this wonderful gift with us. And this is something that you too can do at home. So thank you so much, Miss Renee.
Thank
And
you.
happy holidays.
You too. Thank you.
And we'll be right back with our next presenter from Cobb County Extension.
When you throw away money on wasted electricity, you're throwing away everything you could have bought with it. Saving energy saves you money.
Welcome back to Extension Network. I'm Amy Whitney again, and we've switched things up a little bit because Miss Kimberly Taylor, our 4-H agent, is going to show us some of the things that she has made. Because she's a 4-H agent, she works with kids all the time, and she also has a daughter who is 6 years old who loves making things with her mom. And so Miss Kimberly has brought things that you can make with your kids. And so what's the first thing you're going to show us, Miss Kim?
First, I'm going to show you a few terracotta pot ideas. I try to, when working with kids with different activities, different arts and crafts projects, I try to use things that are inexpensive and can go a long way. So I went down the floral aisle and I picked up a few terracotta lids and pots and little saucers to hold water. Typically, if you were potting a plant. But these great terracotta items will create any type of fun, handmade gifts that our young people can give to their grandparents, their aunts, cousins as holiday gifts. So the first thing I'm going to share with you is our soap dish and toothbrush holder, again out of terracotta pots.
That's right.
I just used the one small pot, and these are very inexpensive. You can go to any of your craft stores to purchase these. And I also use, as my soap dish, I also use the terracotta salsa that would typically hold water if you have a plant. I painted them with acrylic paint, went back over them with a sponge brush, and I sealed it with Mod Podge. So this is one gift, easy to make. You wrap it up or put it in a gift bag and bam, you can give it off as a holiday gift.
And your child can choose colors they think grandma will like.
Oh yes, they can be very creative. They can Mod Podge paper clippings, newspaper clippings, magazines clipping onto their items as well. And why I seal it with Mod Podge is because we need to seal it because these things are going to get wet over time. So we want to make sure we use a great sealer. Next, I have coasters. Now, coasters are always favorites in my house.
Yes.
We have glass tables, and so I try not to have Zoe place her things on the glass table. So a great idea would be terracotta pots, the terracotta saucers, I'm sorry. And we painted them with acrylic paints. We just used we printed out this logo with K for Kim on there out of your copier machine, and you seal it up. Mod Podge to seal it. Another great gift. You can send them off in sets of 2s or sets of 4s. Those are great gifts to give to your family and friends. Then I also have our herb section. We have 3 miniature terracotta pots as well. And what I used this time was the chalkboard paint. You spray that, let it dry for a few hours. I would even say 24 hours because you just want to make sure that smell doesn't come back into your home or wherever you're taking it. So you want to let it air out as well. And these the chalk that's all over my house. My daughter used the bigger ones for hopscotch outside, or these we have all over the house for different projects. So you can make a set of these 3. You can throw in your favorite seeds or some herbs, and this would be a great herb setting for friends and family. And also for those to have a spa in a bag, you want to create a homemade hand soap or hand scrub by using your regular Dawn dishwashing liquid, the moisturizer dishwashing liquid, and salt. You don't want to use a lot of salt. I don't have measurements precise, but I do know more salt, less Dawn dishwashing liquid. And you put it in a nice mason jar like so, pour it in there, and you have a wonderful hand scrub that you can give to your friends, family. And I've done this by calling it a spa in a bag. I would add homemade soaps to it, hand scrubs, and the top for our mason jar is just, it comes from our napkins. So only thing I had to do was cut a circle out, place it on top of my mason jar, screw my lid on, and then these wonderful tags that come out of your craft stores. You can decorate this really well. I mean, just you can do so much with these type of gifts. So these are some of my easy to do, easy to make gifts, and kids can do it as well. And yeah, they're really easy.
So these are all like projects that you don't have to have a lot of fine motor skills to work either. So that's really great.
Not
so
at all.
Kids of all ages can become involved.
Exactly, and it's so-called mistake friendly. It's
Yeah.
It's really easy. If you make a mistake, you can always go back over it with paint.
Well, thank you, Miss Kim. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure that there will be people making these really soon.
Wonderful. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, and so when we come back from the break, we'll have Miss Leah showing what she has for us today. Thanks.
You're rolling.
All right, Mama's gonna bring it home. Mama's gonna bring it home. No.
Challenge your kids to be active and eat healthy.
Let's see what you can do. Let's go.
Search We Can for ideas on how to get healthy together.
Welcome to Cobb County Extension Network. Hi, I'm Kimberly Taylor, Cobb County 4-H agent, and I have a great guest with me, Miss Leah Wilson, who is our extension office manager. And first of all, Miss Leah, I would like to say the jewelry that you have on is beautiful.
Thank you
my
very
goodness.
much. Thank you very
Okay,
much.
so I'm assuming, looking at your display, these are items that you've made over a period of time.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so
Yes,
if
it
you don't mind sharing with us what you have here, the audience would love to know.
All right, what I have here today is a few items that I have made, and they're very simple to make. Anybody can do it. These are things that can be made in less than an hour. So I brought a little bit of my bracelets. I brought a couple of necklaces, a couple of pairs of earrings. All of this can be made, like I say, within the hour.
All right. So first, let's start out with your tools. What do you typically use to start some of these pieces?
All right, if you're not taking it that serious and you just want to do something for the holidays, I would suggest the only thing that you actually need is a pair of needle nose pliers, a pair of wire cutters, and a good pair of scissors. And most of all, do not forget your glue. You need some type of glue to seal any pieces of your jewelry. I brought a couple of pieces to show you how quickly that they can be put together and the items that you need to put them together. Like these earrings here, just a couple of pairs of earrings. They're very simple to make. I buy all my products at any of the craft stores, but these particular ones have these little hooks that you can use. And they're really just little round hooks. You just put the beads on the hooks,
Yes.
and you seal it off on the end by folding this under with your needle nose plier, and you end up with a pair of earrings like this.
Wonderful. Those are beautiful.
And if you like post earrings, do the same thing. You get one of these little post backs, put a little diamond on the back, on the front, and there you go. You have a pair of post earrings. That's less than 30 minutes, right?
Wonderful. Now, with your post earrings, what did you had to use some type of adhesive? So what do you?
E6000.
Yes.
It's the only thing I use. I mean, you can buy other jewelry glues, but this works for me. So I
Wonderful.
try to use this one. That's the only one I use. And it comes with these little things,
tips? Yeah.
tips where you can really get to the point of things.
Well, let's come down some, please, and let's look at some of these beautiful sets and necklaces that you've made.
Okay, like for instance, like making this particular necklace, it was just a pair of beads that I bought from my local store, and I lay them out on this tray just like this. If you have a certain design that you like, you want to lay them out on the display. You would use wire. This is what I use for this.
Okay.
I use beading wire.
Yes.
The beading wire is one of the beading wire, and then you have the other two wires that I'll demonstrate that you would use to make this necklace. It's very simple. You would take this necklace, that is a lot like this one.
Okay.
You just run your beads through the wire, and you have this other little component that I use is a little hook that hook it off at the back, and then you would also need 2 jump rings,
Yes.
and you would also need some little crimp beads.
Right.
All of that, once you put it together, you got a beautiful necklace like this, less than an hour.
Less than an hour.
Yes.
Wonderful. And everything is all about being time conscious.
Yes, because
Yeah.
a lot of times that we don't have a lot of time.
Right.
And we're pushed. If you have a broken necklace, I would
Yes.
suggest you use the beads from that. If you have heirloom beads that you've had from the family
Mm-hmm.
gone down through the years, you can take one of each and add to your
Oh,
necklace,
that's so
a
wonderful.
bracelet, and give it to all the young ladies in the family.
What a wonderful idea.
And with this one, I just use beading wire,
Yes.
jump ring, and a clasp, and some beads. This one is my favorite. It was memory wire. It looks kind of like a slinky. You just cut off a piece of it, whatever length you want. You can go from 3 to 10 up your arm, just
Yeah.
like some of these.
Those are beautiful.
Fold off the end, put the beads on, thread it on, and you got to remember, there's no glue involved. You just clip it off at the end, and you're done.
Okay. Now let's look at this. This is a wonderful piece.
Now this is just beading wire. You have no hooks, no clasps, and just a large pin
Okay.
on the end here. Put it together. I just did 2 rows of it,
Yes.
tied it together, and made this very simple necklace.
Wow. Well, Miss Leah, I tell you, your display is amazing.
Thank you.
And to know that I have someone in the office that makes jewelry like this, who could ever go wrong with as far as the holiday season and not giving gifts? So thank you so much for sharing your skill with me and the audience. And if if the audience have additional questions about some of this, can they give you a call?
Yes, you can. You can give me a call at the office. I'm here 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. I'll be glad to help you. And actually, I can send you some of the information on how to complete some of these items.
Wonderful. Well, thank you, Miss Leo, so much. I greatly appreciate you sharing your skill with us. Thank you, and
Thank you for
happy
having me.
holidays.
You too.
Mom, can I have $1? I think my purse is upstairs on the bed. It's not here. Check the dining room. No, the upstairs closet.
Moms everywhere are
Downstairs
finding ways to
closet.
keep kids active and healthy. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov.
Welcome back to Cobb Extension Network. I hope you all have enjoyed the segment so far. But we have food, and presenting our food demonstration will be Miss Tiffany Jones, who's a part of our team here at Extension. She's she works with FNEP, and she's going to explain what FNEP is to you all. But Miss Tiffany, I see great healthy items over here, apples, yogurt. So please first share with us what FNEP is all about, and then let's go into our food segment.
Okay, so FNEP stands for Expanded Food Nutrition Education Program. And basically we teach families how to create meals in minutes with things that they may already have, how to eat healthy for less, and we talk about budgeting as well.
Wonderful. Well, the item that you're sharing with us, it looks like it can be on a great budget when doing this at home.
Yes. So this is a crunchy apple salad. It's one of my favorites, and this recipe is very inexpensive.
Okay. All right. So let's talk about the ingredients.
Okay, so we have our apples. We have our apples here. We used pineapple juice to help the apples stay pretty and stop them from oxidizing and turning brown. We have our pecans or pecans, however you like to pronounce it. We have our raisins, and then we have our low-fat vanilla yogurt.
Wonderful. Now, I see Granny Smith apples. Are those Gala apples as well? Can you mix it up? Does it have to be the two?
You could do whatever you choose to do. Normally we use red apples, but because it's the holidays, I use the green apples to give it a Christmassy effect.
Wonderful. Well, I'm going to just give you the floor and let you show us your food demonstration.
Okay. So our first step was to do food safety. We practiced food safety, so I made sure I washed my hands, and then I washed our apples and cut them up. Once I cut them up, I put them in the pineapple juice so they could soak for a little bit, just long enough to coat them, and then I took them out. So what I'll do first is go ahead and add in my apples. And then I'll add in 1/4 cup of pecans, 1/4 cup of raisins, and 6 ounces of vanilla yogurt, or 3/4 cup.
That looks great already.
And then you just mix it up so your flavors can blend. The funny thing is I cut these apples a day ago. and I let them soak in the pineapple juice so they would be ready for today. You have other options to use with the apples. If you don't want them turning brown, you can use lemon juice or lime juice. It's totally up to you. And we're done.
Wonderful.
Something very simple and very quick for the holidays. And if you get some cute little cheap bowls from the dollar store, you can make a beautiful presentation.
That is awesome. And what a healthy snack. I've tried this before and it tastes delicious.
It does.
Now, Miss Tiffany, this is just not the only recipe that FNF has provided. Am I correct?
That's correct.
Okay, so where can we get more recipes, hefty recipes that are somewhat on the budget that can feed a family, typically a family of 4? Can we, if someone is inquiring about these different healthy recipes, can they call you here at the Extension office?
Yes, they absolutely can. And the telephone number is 770-528-2464.
Wonderful. Now, another thing before, you also offer classes. You have sessions, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Can you share a little bit more about your sessions?
Yes, the sessions can be anywhere around the county. If there's a group that you have or an organization that would like for me to come out, it's a 7-week session program. The sessions are free, and we do a different recipe every session.
Wonderful. Well, Miss Tiffany, I'm going to grab a spoon shortly, and I'm going to taste your sample. And I thank you for sharing this great healthy recipe with me and the audience. And thank you, Miss Tiffany. And if you have additional questions about any of the presentations that you've seen this morning, please feel free to call the Cobb County Cooperative Extension Office, 770-528-4070, or visit our website at www.cobbextension.com. Thank you for joining us this morning for our Cobb Extension Network, and to you all, happy holidays.
Happy holidays.
When I have an asthma attack, I feel like a fish with no water.
Learn how to prevent your child's next asthma attack. Because even one attack is one too many.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth.